that is now being derived of this dangerous chemical trap in which nearly 350 kgs of seized explosives by Jammu and Kashmir police in Faridabad appears to be processed explosives and has triggered this mysterious input. So it is highly inflammable that we are looking at as far as when it comes to these explosive is concerned, this chemical is concerned, that is suspected to be in the recovery that was made during the Faridabad terror module bust. But Sahil, Suhail, that seems to be, flagging off of this dangerous chemical trap. Is this why, when it comes to terror organizations, seems to be hiring and, indoctrinating, highly educated medical lab practitioners and medical practitioners as well?
Yes, exactly. This was in fact pointed out by my colleague Priyank Tripathi. The matter of the investigation will now remain the hiring of doctors by the terror outfit Jaish Mohammed. And in fact, whether it was a chemical trap or it was in fact just the ammonium nitrate, but apparently, or prima facie, we can say it looks more than that, because the explosives were in fact recovered from Faridabad, Haryana. They were brought here, and what basically triggered a blast inside police station is part of investigation. Now you can see, in fact, these officials are coming out from police station. These are in fact top officials of Jammu and Kashmir Police. All of them were in fact DG, in fact Director General of Police, who was inside the police station, has now come out of the police station. He was in fact all the night there with the cops. This reflects the professionalism of Jammu and Kashmir Police. You can sense that since the blast took place, all police officials, top police officials, basically rushed to the area, and now you can see the special operation group cops also going inside the police station. DGP Jammu and Kashmir Police were also inside, and this basically reflects the professionalism of Jammu and Kashmir Police. As I said, Jammu and Kashmir Police has been dealing with these explosives, IEDs, and in fact RDX nature of explosives. But then Jammu and Kashmir Police has in fact foiled these Jaish modules, terror modules, and dealt with these explosives. But what really went wrong inside the police station, what was being done, is a matter of investigation. Whether they were in fact, as of now, what we are picking up from the sources, that they were picking up in fact samples, which is part of the investigation, which is procedure to pick up the samples from the explosives and send it to forensic for further forensic analysis. But what really went wrong, what attracted and what triggered this blast inside police station remains a matter of investigation. That's why we're seeing multiple teams basically going inside the police station. And yesterday in the evening, priority for Jammu and Kashmir Police was to ensure that the injured cops are timely evacuated and in fact shifted to hospital. Now another in fact officials, IGP Kashmir, Mr. V.K. Birdi, coming out of police station. They were all present inside police stations for all the night, and in fact with the cops who were present inside the police station Naugam. So the top officials of Jammu and Kashmir Police basically looking in what really went wrong and what basically triggered this huge explosion. It's somewhere Jammu and Kashmir Police hierarchy says matters of concern, but at the same time they say it's a matter, in fact, an unfortunate incident that has taken place inside police station Naugam. There will be investigation. What was this chemical? What was this explosive? What basically triggers huge blasts like this? And we had seen earlier blast taking place in New Delhi. That is also under investigation. But this is the same police station in Srinagar, Naugam police station, which has basically started investigating posters. Those posters were also spotted in Naugam locality, and then police picked up the investigation, following leads, following technical evidences, leading up to the arrest of Maulvi Irfan, and then subsequently the arrest of Maulvi, this Dr. Adil, basically takes place.
Well, let's get in experts as well on the broadcast. Please, Suhail, continue to be with us, because we are getting pictures of a lot of activity there near that police station that has now been completely cordoned off. Mr. Arasan Singh is connected with us. Mr. Arasan Singh, lots happened this week alone when it comes to the blast in the national capital. and this unfortunate blast that happened at the Nagaon police station. What kind of explosives are the security forces dealing with?
No, I don't know whether, when these explosives reached the police station, there were some, expert, bomb handlers, the bomb disposal squad. I think that is a drill that should be followed. Because, if you don't have that expertise, such untoward accidents, incidents are bound to take place. But having said that, I can only say that it is growing bigger every day. Just as in the morning I was reading that, now the number of doctors involved is going up to something like 22 now. So one of the most diabolical facets of jihad we are seeing in our country, and particularly in the subcontinent as such. So I think one thing is very clear, that myth, linking poverty with terrorism, that has been busted, and these are doctors. How big it's going to grow, it is anybody's guess. But truly, it's a time to reflect, and it is trying to reflect on the ideology. Just mouthing, inanities that, few people, let's not paint everybody with that same brush. We have heard this, hackneyed dialogues over and over again. But that doesn't secure you and me. But look what has happened. The center of gravity of the Kashmir Jihad has moved from Kashmir to the National Capital region, more specifically the Al-Falah University. So that is something which we need to ponder upon. And this has acquired dimension of a pan-India jihad, with tentacles going right up till Kanpur and Allahabad and Lucknow and maybe even beyond, as things unravel. So this is what we term as the third front. It is much more dangerous than the other two fronts. You can demonstrate your technological prowess or military prowess on the external fronts, but this internal front, how do we deal with this? Because then on the internal front, what happens is that politics invariably creeps in, and once politics creeps in, then your decision making is impacted, and that is what is happening in this country. But you and I and everybody has to decide that what are these ideologies that have been buffeting the country time and again. It is just that, one of us could have been there on the Red Fort, near the Red Fort. After all, it is a tourist area. But just because, I and you weren't there, euphemistically speaking, you and I, it doesn't mean that you take, positions that render this country even more dangerous. And
absolutely,
everybody is talking about,
not to turn into mere statistics there, but serious investigation is now needed in this kind of a new warfare technique that we are looking at, especially when it comes to highly trained medical practitioners that have been indoctrinated to such an extent. They are supposed to be people's saviors, not killers. But that is one of the concern that is now being raised. Mr. Singh, thank you very much for your expert opinion. The concern, Sahil, that has been raised by experts is something that is worth noting. And Priyank is also connected with us. Let's take that question to Priyank now. Priyank, as you were hearing Mr. Arasan saying, this seems to be a different kind of a technique that seems to have been taken up by such terror organizations. There is no direct war front that seems to be happening as far as these terror encounters are concerned, but this is another kind of a terror trap, a chemical trap that the country now is dealing with.
Yes, Rati, the pattern is such that it is raising several questions, and the kind of concern which has been raised in the last few days after the Lal Killa blast happened is also raising point that how is it possible that when Dr. Umar was taking out this vehicle for around 13 hours, the explosion did not happen, and suddenly in the evening it happened. But experts have been suggesting that the explosion sound and the kind of impact it was seen on the CCTV footage was certainly because of the mix of the chemical as well as the CNG blast which led to the blast in the chemical. But look at what had happened last evening, late last evening in Navgaon police station, where those experts who have been dealing with these kind of chemicals over the period of many decades were trying to test and trying to develop that what is the kind of chemical and how the ID preparation could have been made. And suddenly this explosion happened. There have been some reports that a few of the proxies of the JEM could also be trying to take responsibility of this particular blast which has happened last evening. But authorities will be taking that point as a very serious concern and with consideration that whether it is true or not. Till the time investigations actually complete, nothing can be said as of this moment. But Amita, one thing is for sure that the kind of chemical which has exploded here in Delhi and the kind of chemical which has exploded there in Navgaon is certainly of a different mix. That certainly reminds about the 2020 blast at the Beirut port, where in Lebanon there was around 27,000 tons of ammonium nitrate which was kept, and suddenly the explosion happened. No one knew that what could have triggered that explosion. Instead of all these inquiry committee being formed by the Lebanon government, but it was later stated that during the course of this particular blast, around 3.3 magnitude of earthquake was also witnessed by the neighboring countries, and the total area of this Beirut city was totally destroyed only because of ammonium nitrate. So it is certainly more lethal, more than RDX when it is in a huge quantity. That's what these suspects were also eyeing on. But the visit of these individuals to Turkey and meeting their JEM handlers there is certainly one of the points for which the chemical composition can be very important for, because what had happened in Beirut and what had happened yesterday in Navgaon certainly has a resemblance with
lives
each other.
Having been lost or being affected. You know, more than 8 lives lost in Delhi blast. We're looking at 7 people dead, mostly forensic experts and policemen at the Navgaon police station. But what about the activity that seems to be happening as we speak, Sahil, who all are said to be there as far as the investigation into the police station explosion case is being reported?
Well, short while back, we have seen Jammu and Kashmir DGP and IGP Kashmir, Mr. B.K. Bedi, assessing the situation on ground zero. They were inside the premises of police station, meeting cops and in fact inquiring about the situation, inquiring about what went wrong. There will be investigation. There is investigation happening to know about what really went wrong. But as of now, the priority for top officials of Jammu and Kashmir police is to be with Jawans and to boost the morale of these police cops who have been fighting this counter-insurgency. In fact, carrying out these counter-insurgency operations from last 3 decades. Now, on ground zero, police teams are basically on spot. There are multiple teams. There are bomb disposal squads. There are fire and emergency service teams. There are also special operation group, in fact, of Jammu and Kashmir police who are inside the premises of this police station Navgaon in Srinagar, picking up details, whatever they can, to analyze what really went wrong with these explosives. Because we see, as a matter of procedure, into these cases, these explosives are seized, there are samples taken for forensic analysis, and there in presence of magistrate, these explosives are in fact seized and then shifted to other locations. That process was happening because we are learning from the sources that a magistrate was also present inside police station Navgaon at a time when this huge and in fact huge explosion occurred inside the police station. So as of now, priority for Jammu and Kashmir police is to analyze and to investigate what really went wrong. But late last evening, it was to basically shift injured to hospital to save as many as cops
Absolutely, because it remains to be seen if that entire area still remains contaminated. if it is still dangerous as far as when it comes to the investigative agencies are there, so they are not allowing people or media there to venture close to the police station, the entire road that has been cordoned off. But we are looking at high-level officials, including the state DGP there, as far as the situation is concerned, because this would be a new round of investigation that would be taking place in this explosion being reported at a Nogam police station in Jammu and Kashmir. Thank you very much for those updates, Priyank and Sahil Sohail. This is the continuous coverage we are getting for our viewers on Times Now.